Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion.
Hello once again and welcome to Poetry in Motion Sunday. I'm Craig Lewis and you're watching episode 73. As we begin with my first poem, this one's called The Wages That They Earn. Like money holds much power, one's workplace could make them sour. It's known by the 8th hour that one is drained. On Friday night, when out of sight, some colleagues will remain. Down in pints at the local, then back to someone's gaff for cane. To Henry Hoover up their nostrils, next weekend will be the same. Some bosses have their favorites, and to your face they make it plain. Amongst their faves you'll hold no weight, just like a paper plane. They'll make a bold mistake at work, then on you put the blame. You'll watch your hours decrease while they watch their wages gain. The only way to turn this round is if you play the game. One would suggest you've got to have a plan, protect your queen like it was chess. The favorites of your boss, you'll find they seem to do no less. Each time that they carouse with him every Friday night, the favors are returned. And this reflects, one could say, in the wages that they earn. I'm moving on to my second poem. This was called Cup of Tea. Forgive the man, his daughter said. His friend had turned a foe. He's high and by now when he sees him, so I guess he'll never know that deep inside he holds vendetta, does this like a seasoned pro. With plastic smiles he greets his foe, so the foe is none the wiser. This man will take no order from his daughter, his advisor. When she's in his presence often tells him to be nicer. Her wit is good, but in his eyes this girl is just a minor. Pride won't let him see no difference, he is the provider. To his foe he was a good friend and would give him his last fiver. But now if he was on fire, he'd spit no saliva to put his fire out. He'd offer him no water if he had the driest mouth. His words, he did me wrong. The scorn of a woman is known to be bad, a man's own can be strong. Still the foe is not the brightest bulb, so doesn't know what's going on. There was a time to reply to his texts, wouldn't take so long. The hint he does not see, still thinks that things are cool, and he's this person's cup of tea. I'm moving on to my third and final poem of the day. This one is called Love Was in the Air. Like memories roam in your heart, good friends you've known that have grown apart, hold a corner in one's mind. Some go as far as a Facebook search, ambitious that they find a profile of their face so eyes behold them one more time. Rico did the same with Mandy, used to link for hanky-panky when they were young, both cool and dandy, till she met some bloke named Andy, then moved away, so Rico's plan B was to look elsewhere. The hurt to turn him wise, so his heart he refused to share. Though Mandy still plays on his mind when he has minutes to spare, he's plagued by should have, would haves, could haves, whilst in the mirror he'd stare. Guess back then he was blind to see that love was in the air, clouded by the doubt embedded in the lust they'd share. See, Mandy left him for Andy when she found out about Claire. And there you have it, your poetry fix from me this week. I hope you enjoyed. Until next week, short and sweet. Take care.
Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday poetry in motion. Poetry in motion, Sunday.